What's going on, sports fans? You can listen to Athletic Intel on Google, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Prime members can listen to ad-free on Amazon Music. What is up, everybody? It is Cal back with another episode here with Tommy. It's been a couple weeks. I mean, it's been pretty fucking eventful since we last been here.
Pretty eventful and not in the exciting eventful way.
Yeah, well, I mean, here and there. Basketball-wise, not really. I have not won. That's been a shit show. Had Matt's wedding, which was fun.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I feel terrible. I wasn't able to go. I had prior engagements for a certain little park, but yeah, no. By the time I was done, it was like 10:30. I figured, I don't even know if these guys are still partying or not, and so I just went home.
Yeah, low key, the party ended at like 11.
See, I would have showed up. I would have showed up at the very end. Just
right.
Everyone's going home. I'm like, oh, damn it.
Super fun. You have a round two, though. I'll say that you'll have the. I got engaged over this past weekend. Sam
yes,
graduated.
sir.
It's been fucking. Yeah, it's been awesome. I'm not gonna lie. Exciting. I'm like literally. We're talking about stuff right now.
Oh, like, that's right. I made a bet with a friend. It was Cal to get engaged before 2025, and the odds are plus 210. Oh my goodness! So, excuse me for the interruption. I'm watching the Nuggets game right now. Jokic just hit the nastiest step back three. He's got a 40 bomb with 13 assists, 7 rebounds.
We like, especially you taking him -4 and.
Got him at -4 and then took a live bet when they were down 2 or something like that. And they just foot on the throat at that point.
I mean, that's just that team.
I think they might repeat. I really do think they might repeat.
They might, though. That team's actually pretty solid on it. Like, it's tough that we lost to Minnesota, but I feel like if we would have ran into Denver again, I feel like the series wouldn't have mattered anyways.
Yeah.
But watching Minnesota go at it with them has been really fun. We'll say that.
Yeah, the first 2 games they had their shit on lock, and then game 3 happened, and just it's been terrible for them ever since.
Mm-hmm. No, you see that dude cashed out of his OKC bet?
I did, and you know what? It was a good cash out. That's a good cash out.
I agree.
I absolutely despise when people cash out their bets because, like, just let it ride. Don't be bitch.
He had a good reason. He's a single dad.
He did, and he turned. How much was the initial bet? Like $100.
$100 turned into 1.7 million.
I mean, who in their right mind wouldn't? Come on.
I'm taking like I when he said that the buyout got to 100,000. I'm taking that. Like
absolutely $100 to that much.
I'm all in. I don't give a shit.
That's a no-brainer. Sorry.
Like I respect.
You can call me a bitch all you want, but I'm cashing that out.
Right.
I do not care.
I think there's so many teams in the playoffs right now that are like showing that they are championship worthy. You know, but like there's a lot of better teams in OKC right now, and it's not because they're not good. It's just because they're young.
I mean, they'll get better with time, but
yeah, I mean, they just need more experience. Who has playoff experience there?
Yeah, they really don't.
Exactly. Like it's just like we're playing very, very long basketball, and these kids just most of them
they're just playing their game.
I don't know.
They're just keeping it simple. It's working well for them, but
me just being on our Instagram on most occasions. Everyone likes to talk about how they don't do much of the mainstream media. They like to do their hometown media guys a lot better.
Yep.
We shine some light on that on the Instagram, and it's very crazy to see that happen and seeing how many other people actually realize it. Because it's like, I think that's the only thing that like makes that team like super fucking cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The whole gimmick of Jokic hating basketball is kind of funny to me. Because I think at this point he just does it to piss people off intentionally. Because he knows he's that good. I mean, if he ends up winning another ring this year, it doesn't even have to be this year. If he wins another ring in general, you can retire. I don't think they would want him to. They'd probably offer him whatever the hell he wants. But I mean, he wins another ring. You put him in top 5 conversations for all-time centers. I mean,
okay.
he does it all. He does it all.
He does. I thought you were gonna go all time, and I was like, we gotta backtrack that a little bit.
No, there's definitely an argument for top 5 if he wins another championship.
It's pretty solid. I like that. Man, what else has happened in basketball? Trying to think.
I mean, Milwaukee losing to Indy, but I mean, I don't know.
Indy was a good fucking team.
They are, but at the same time, you're playing with no Giannis whatsoever. Didn't even touch the court.
And then Dame gets hurt.
Your best player is essentially Middleton because you got to go deal with fucking Jake Crowder on the court that does absolutely nothing. I know you experienced that. I just experienced it. So, I mean, 5 second-round picks, man. 5 second-round picks.
Works out.
Unbelievable. And all he does is just stand in the corner and fucking clap.
Yeah, that he does a lot.
Man, the Nuggets are walking this out, baby. Let's go. They smell blood, baby. They smell blood, says Kevin Harlan.
We had we have a very odd bracket going on in our house right now.
What's that?
The Women's College World Series.
Oh, shit. When did that start?
So the regionals start this week, I believe. I can't remember. I think it's this week or it starts early next week.
Who's the number 1 seed? Oklahoma?
UT.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. It's because UT beat OU early in the year.
Yeah.
And then, but I'll be real with you. So my bracket has both of them going head to head basically the whole time. I just have UT winning.
Oh, you kept it simple, huh?
It's just like a weird, OU's going for like a 4-peat. And I'm not saying they can't do it, but like, how many times do we come across 4-peats?
Right, exactly. Very, very rare.
Right, so it's just like, I'm going to take the number 1 team because I feel like they should just figure it out, but my luck, they won't. But we have, it's me, Sam, her mom, and her stepdad. So, bragging rights, just whatever, nothing crazy, but it was actually fun hearing Sam go through and decide who she picked.
Right.
She's a
wizard when it comes to softball.
Yeah, I never get it out of her. And so I was like, you need to fill out this bracket. I want to know what you're gonna pick. And she picked GCU out of to beat UCLA shit. And
wow.
I was like, I low-key liked it. I kind of wanted to put them too, but then I just always see UCLA. So I was just like, yeah, gotta put them in there. But GCU was a pretty fucking solid pick out of that bracket. So it was like, okay, you know something too.
Right, exactly. What do you know?
Right.
What do you know that I don't?
Right.
Everything.
And I was like, this is why I do brackets, Sam. I was like, it's just and she laughed because I looked at Ivy and I was like, Ivy, Bulldogs or Bears? And Ivy looked at me and she goes, Bulldogs. And I'm like,
and you're gonna ask her what mascot do you like more?
No, she fucking no. That's literally it, dude. And she picked 2 upsets last March Madness, not this past one, but last year.
What color do you like more, blue or red?
Mm-hmm. That's literally how we do it with her. And she got 3rd in my work league.
Oh my god. What? What?
I think I just have geniuses and you and I talk about fantasy and stuff. It's just it comes second nature to me, and I'm I feel like I just have a bunch of Bill Belichick's just walking around here.
Right. Yeah, just a bunch of know-it-alls. No big deal.
Yeah, like they're just like casual about it. Like with her mom's the same way. She's just like a nut about it. I'm like, I don't even know who that is. Like,
Jesus, dude.
and that's something that I feel like you and I talked about it because they're just like women's basketball being a little bit bigger. Probably gonna end up going to see Caitlin Clark when she comes here to Phoenix. But
Hey, she made her debut tonight.
yeah.
Wasn't the prettiest, but it was certainly a
He's
debut.
rookie. You know,
First game jitters out the way. No big deal. Those 10 turnovers though.
10 turnovers.
She'll clean it up. She'll clean it up.
The Bronny also making a NBA Combine debut.
Did you see his
He looked
vertical
pretty damn
jump?
good, dude. 40 and a half.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
it's not bad. It's
I
pretty
heard that his
impressive.
brother jumps higher.
I think his brother's taller.
So too, but I think his brother jumps higher.
And he's like, what, 3 years younger than him? 4 years younger than him?
Yeah, something like that.
Curious where he goes and plays college.
I've been wondering that too, because I don't think he's going to waste his time at USC. Because that was a mistake, and I understand why he went to USC. That was a mistake.
Gotta wonder if Bryce is gonna go to like Ohio State.
Yeah, something like that. I feel like he paid the homage to it, you know?
Yeah, I could see him doing it.
Especially because he's not named after LeBron.
Right.
I feel like that's like the. So I get it. I have that same kind of mentality with my name too. So it's just like when you're named after somebody, you have to live up to a stigma,
Right.
or you break
Exactly.
the stigma. That's the only way they got to go through it.
Yeah.
But with him, I agree with you that I think that like Ohio State would be like a really good fit for him, especially just because he needs a little bit more exposure.
Bronny needs more exposure.
No, Bryce. Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say Bryce. Yeah. I was gonna say Bronny. I don't
No,
know.
Bronny doesn't need that much exposure because he has his dad's name. He's got to live up to that shit. So that's his issue. Bryce has to like skim by, but actually work for where he wants to go.
Oh, 100%.
And you like hear that like Bryce is like actually the shit. So I am like on this Bronny to Phoenix narrative too.
I mean, I think he's gonna end up in some fuck ass town like Orlando, like not even
Yes.
Orlando, like
It's
like,
gonna be a big market that just needs
Utah or
needs a
something.
high. It like just needs the hype. But like
dude, some dumbass team like
who doesn't
Utah.
have a first round pick?
Milwaukee does. We got the 23rd, I think.
Yeah, but who doesn't have one? We don't. So why the
Oh,
hell
yeah,
would
you
we
don't got
even
one till
worry
what,
about this shit?
20,
So,
30?
like, yeah, that's what I'm fucking saying. So why would we not just go out and get a second round pick? I'm just like getting wasted on Bronny.
I mean, well, it depends on who you're gonna trade.
Yeah, that's fair. Bradley Beal.
Yeah, yep, yeah. He's a
I
hot
think that's kind of where I'm
right
at.
now.
I see a lot of good trade offers for Devin Booker.
That's crazy to think about.
I won't
I
lie
don't
to
even-
you. I
I
told myself
really don't
I
know.
saw
I
the
really
one
don't
that he
know.
goes to OKC, and I would low key follow him to OKC.
I really don't know if the Suns would ever trade. I mean,
They wouldn't. They shouldn't. First
No,
off,
I
if
don't-
Ishmael
I don't-
ever fucking thinks about that shit, I swear.
yeah.
Also, fuck Vogel. He's gone.
I'm sorry. Was he only there for 1 year?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Paid like 50 mil. Something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, but now you got a proven championship caliber coach.
And I'm not mad about it, but like I told you, why didn't we just hire him last year?
Fuck, I'd be mad.
You know what I'm saying?
Guy is not good, dude.
Budenholzer?
Mm-hmm.
I told you.
Take it from me.
I hear
This guy
you.
makes absolutely zero adjustments, and then halftime comes, and he's like, "Play random, play fast, play random." It's like, no, don't fucking say that, please. It's the last thing that you want to hear if you're down like 10 at half. But like, he just doesn't make adjustments. Granted, Doc Rivers doesn't make adjustments either. But like, Budenholzer, he just stares at the court. He just stares in like awe, like he's confused 99% of the
fair.
time.
And like that's
It
why
pisses
I
me
did.
off.
And that's why he wasn't on my radar last year. Like I just don't. I understand it because they're champion coaches, It's just, is it going to work or is it not going to work? Because you got Vogel, paid him for 5 years, and he only was there for 1. Now we turn around and we pay Budenholzer 5 years again.
$10 million a year.
Literally 20 hours after we fire Vogel.
Hey, at least you don't have 3 head coaches on your payroll right now.
That is pretty fun. You guys have a lot. Don't
I
you?
think Budenholzer is getting paid by the Suns and the Bucks at the same time. Is he not?
Yep.
Wow. Good for him. Hey, you know what? Good for him. Good for him. I can't even knock that.
Man.
I'll knock his skills, but not him getting a bag. I will tell you that right now.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I'm almost over basketball season. I think it's just because we got swept.
Yeah, that's how I've just checked out.
I will watch the finals. Everybody else right now, I don't care. And it sucks. Oh, wait. Last thing before we jump into another topic. JJ Redick being a front runner for the Lakers.
Oh, gee, I wonder why.
Can you imagine
Surely,
a coach with a podcast? With like 3 podcasts?
Like, surely your head coach isn't your podcast co-host. Come on now. And all he's going to do is just fucking listen to what LeBron says. That's all he's going to do.
It's blazing.
It's sad.
I get it.
What happened,
I mean,
what
like,
happened to
I
pride?
understand it, but like, it's just like for my, I guess, like, love for basketball, I just don't understand why they would let it happen. And just for, because like, what, he's like Steve Kerr, and that's just what you're trying to bank on right now? Are you trying to like bank on him trying to be Phil Jackson? Like what, like where, like what coaching style does he bring? Because I don't even know if he has coaching experience besides like 5-year-olds.
It's got to be tough coaching Draymond.
I'd hate that.
I wonder if his contract includes like just putting up with Draymond Green at practices.
It has to be, because otherwise I wouldn't do it. I'd already cut his ass. I'm surprised that hasn't happened. It's like, given, I'm just gonna say it, given that like Jordan Poole has like not been like panning out how he should be, like the fact that they got rid of him before Draymond is crazy. Respectfully, because he does not look good at all right now. But like, if you look at it longevity wise, why the hell wouldn't you keep the young guy that everybody like was trying to make the third Splash Brother?
So I think they looked at the core 3 as Steph, Clay, and Draymond. They're like, we probably shouldn't break that up right now.
Oh, why? Why did it matter? They're not winning. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like the thought of it. Because then they move Wiseman too. Like, it's just like he was the fucking issue.
Yeah, I mean, that's the gamble that teams take. Sometimes it pans out, sometimes it doesn't.
Right, and like, given it panned out, but like, I mean, like, for what? What is Draymond brought? Past 2 years, suspensions and more podcasts. Like, I hate shitting on like the podcast guys, but like, it's just like, for real.
I love how he just immediately hops on his microphone like right after a game, puts on an episode like 2 hours later. It's like, wait, did you just go straight to your hotel room and just record this and upload it like immediately without even like showering first?
Right, like that's literally my thought process through it too.
That's crazy.
Because it blows my mind. Because like, given I texted you last night, but like I even texted you earlier today, and I was just like, yeah, we're gonna be at this time and then whatever. But then it was just like, yeah, we're just setting this up and go. But
yeah.
Like, you're an NBA star.
Well, emphasis on star.
Yeah, I get it, but I mean, like, when you put yourself in the spotlight like this, he's gonna end up being a star. But why is it so
star.
quick? Why is it quick? Why is it that fucking quick for him? You know, like, it's like, I feel like maybe instead of talking to your podcast, and I get it, but like, why don't you go talk to the media and you can answer the questions there, and then whatever, you know? I feel like that's his narrative. It's just the fact that he does it to get out of talking to the press.
If you think about it, too, he probably answers majority of the questions the press would ask him.
Right, but like, it's just odd. That's all. I find it very odd.
You see Lonzo Ball started a podcast.
He really?
He did. I swear to God. LiAngelo Ball's on there.
Oh my God. Really?
Yeah, I'm dead serious. Dead serious. I'm trying to think of all the NBA players that have a podcast. I'm thinking Lonzo, Trae Young, Paul George. I mean, not current NBA player, but Jeff Teague. You got LeBron and JJ. I'm trying to think of some other people. I'm definitely forgetting.
I like listening to them. Don't get me wrong. I usually listen to like a lot of people's podcasts, but there has just been so many that popped up, and like I have 2 40-minute drives, and I still can't even finish like a whole episode of like something.
Right.
And so like. Then like I'm like listening to it like here and there, and it's just like, damn, my whole day's gone. It's usually just why I end up just watching Pat.
Yeah, I remember during
time's pretty
COVID.
fire.
I remember during
That's all I
COVID
did,
when I worked from home, just woke up and clocked in at like 7 a.m, waited like an hour. Then, I think 9 o'clock was when that start time was. Just watch it every morning. But it was funny shit. Like it was, they had funny shit, and then they had a whole bunch of gambling stuff on there. It was cool.
Yeah, and like I feel like that's like kind of what got my interest in it at first, and then like I kind of was. It's just personality stuff, and like it's just there's a stature of just what you should be, and like they've already broken so many narratives, and I think that's pretty sick. But like, respectfully, nobody knew what the fuck Pat was for like the longest time. Like, you know, so like the fact that he came out and had a podcast, and then like it's just like.
Speaking of Draymond Green, he's on the TNT postgame show right now.
Like, why?
That's funny.
Because like I get bringing, because like you hear like with like Shaq and Charles Barkley and like all these legends. That's you know,
Yeah.
but like I've been trying to watch a little bit of hockey here and there, and like PK Subban.
Yep.
He's always on broadcast, and like I don't have anything wrong with it. I think it's hilarious. But
I think it's just the personality. Because don't get me wrong, Draymond can be a douche, but he's got a personality, and I think that's something that these networks love about him.
He just kind of like his personality is just being a dickhead.
On the court, yeah, I agree.
And like that's just about all it is. And when it gets on, it's like because I think his interactions with Charles are like him and Shaq, just like differently, you know.
Just banter, yeah.
Oh my God, their rights are done. We might not see that group ever again.
Yeah. Yep. No, that's right. That's right. Oh, sad day. That news came out.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
It's so odd to like see how many of that stuff is happening right now, but like I never realized TV deals.
Right, yeah, I thought that
like
just
lasts for so long, and like it just blows my mind. And like with all these streaming services, it's crazy.
Yeah.
At one point, we were like a Spotify only podcast, and then I was just like, why? Why would we do that to ourselves? You know, like why? Yeah, that Spotify is pretty big, and I love Spotify, but like, it's just why is it going to have to be the only place that I can put this podcast?
Right.
Doesn't make sense to me. But also, a lot of
you know what else?
Benefits to it. So
you know what else doesn't make sense to me?
Listening.
What doesn't make sense to me is Rory McIlroy getting divorced a day after winning the Wells Fargo tournament.
Bro, how crazy is that?
You know how terrible that timing is?
It's horrible. And given there's no perfect timing for our divorce, but like literally,
that's a big win.
That is a huge win. And going into the PGA Championship this weekend.
I already told you who I liked in this tournament this weekend. Yes, sir. Say it loud, say it proud.
I don't know how to say his last name. Ludwig
Aberg?
Aberg? Is that what it is?
I think it's Oberg or something.
Like, dude, that dude's on fire, and I feel like every so often I see him at the top of the leaderboard. So
I really like him this week, and I'm not that scared of Rory this week, just because, you know, I think in my opinion, and you know, I'm not like the biggest, you know, golf head in the world, but I mean, I was watching this tournament, you know, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and you could just tell as the weekend went on, Rory's like approach play wasn't very good at times, kind of, because, you know, he had a lot of balls in the rough. Yeah, he had a lot of balls in the rough. You know, the tee shots really weren't all that working that well for him. But
the Open, is it the US Open?
I think that's in June.
That's in June, yeah. Yeah.
But I will say, Rory, you know, on Saturday and Sunday, he won off of short game, and you know, I remember on Sunday, dude, he was making these tough ass putts. He had one to save par, and it was like good 20 feet away. He just sunk it with ease, and everyone's like, "What the hell are we watching?" But I don't think that's going to work here on this weekend. Because what I've read about this this course is that it's fit for guys who bomb the ball that's straight down the fairway and then have good irons. And Ludwig, I'm sorry, hits it long and straight. Just, I think more than anyone else. But this type of grass too, I know you're familiar with this type of grass. It's like that soft stuff. It's the stuff that dents really easily off tee shots.
Yeah, and like that's gonna be like the big aspect of it, and like with I think how everyone's treating his divorce has been he's got no responsibility anymore, so he's just gonna go out there and, you know, and like, coming from a family person, I feel like in how he always talked about his daughter, I feel like this actually might take more of a toll on him.
Just think so?
Yeah, just because hear me out. It's one thing that how long has this divorce process been? Because I know that yes, you could just wake up tomorrow and not want to be with somebody, but the process of getting divorced is like, you know. So
I'd imagine it's stressful.
Right. So like the fact that he won last week is great, but like the craziness of that news coming out Monday morning.
I know, right? Just so sudden.
It was just like, what? Like, did you go home and you just said, how was the tournament? It was like, oh, did you sign your papers today?
Right. Yeah. Then you got to deal with all the media and all that stuff about it. It's like, I'd rather just not talk about it.
I'd rather not talk about it. And you know what? I respect it. And I haven't watched much of the PGA stuff because honestly, I was hoping that they wouldn't shine too much light on it.
Yeah.
And if they did, that's kind of an L. But it's like that's just how I feel, because like he also got voted off the board. So I've had conversations with people, and like it's just like the fact that you got divorced and voted off the board of the PGA means that like maybe there's something else going on with you. I think the only thing that I've noticed out of Rory that's been different is that he's been a lot more frustrated over the last few years.
You can see it in his hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a lot of gray hairs.
Mm-hmm. And then like I feel like just like with all the live stuff that happened, him being in the spotlight forever, and then him having to do the PGA Player Association stuff on the side of it too. Like I feel like respectfully, he hasn't even been home enough.
Right.
That like, yeah, maybe it was time. It was time for this to happen, but also like, for what? You know.
Then you gotta wonder, is this gonna light a fire in his ass, or?
And that's what people are like banking on right now. And it's like, yeah, I get it, but he is going to a tournament right now that, like you said, his approach game was not that good last week.
It really wasn't.
So like in these type of tournaments, your approach game has to be really, really well. And like if it's not there, like he can't rely on that driver to lead him to a victory. You know, his putting's great. His putting was really, really good. And like I remember watching one bad putt, and I was like, it wasn't really even that bad of a putt. He just misread it.
God, it's crazy. He's just like the opposite Scotty.
Mm-hmm.
Scotty can do everything else. Just when it comes to putting, it's
dude.
Piss.
Sucks, right? But like honestly, I'll be real honest with you. I feel like if I can control my 3 putting, I think I would be pretty solid. But I also sometimes struggle on approach shots. So like I get it from both aspects of it. Because I could hit a really good approach shot. I could be on a par 5 and 2. And I'll 3-putt.
Jesus, I can be on a par 5 and 5.
There's like, I just like will not, like, I'll just mentally just get there and I'm just like, all right, not too much. And then it's just, oh shit, that only went 2 feet. And then I was like, all right, put a little bit more on it, and it's 6 feet past the hole. I'm like, yep, that's the fucking day, you know?
You know, I never really considered how much information goes on in golf. Like, as a golfer, you got to realize, like, you know, like the first day of the tournament, right? Like Thursday, it's got to be the toughest because that's where you're making all your reads. It's where you got to put it in, you know, in the mental block. Like, all right, you know, hole 5, you know, slope to the left, blah, blah, blah. Uneven fairway, maybe, or like, you know, one area of the green is covered by sand and the other one is, you know, water, and you can't hit it, you know, X amount to the right or else it can roll over, you know, all this stuff, right? Like, it's crazy because you just, as a golfer, you gotta memorize all that stuff, especially on specific courses.
Yeah, and like I like my last few rounds have like taken more time into like looking up the courses I was playing and seeing the layout and like XYZ. Mm-hmm. And I will say that it like significantly helped my game because I was like, oh yeah, is it on this hole that it's like weird bunkers here, I need to play it up for this shot, and then I like start playing really well, and I'm like, oh, this is how they score so right. Low is like they actually study the layout. Like that's pretty crazy. And honestly, I think that's like the fun part about it. I like when I kind of get locked in and like I got to play softball with you. That's another thing we haven't even got like kind of talked to about. I was sick as shit, by the way. But
were you really?
No, I wasn't sick.
Oh, you weren't? No,
I definitely sore as shit after that. But
well, I think everybody was,
dude. I picked it back up like it was nothing.
No, the swing's still there, smooth as ever.
But I can definitely tell you that, like, in a golf setting, I think I would have taken that shit a little bit more seriously.
Oh, 100%. Especially when you're trying to show up for everybody. Oh, yeah.
No, I don't even give a shit about showing up for anybody. I can just, like, naturally just, like, start swinging, and it just, like, all right, we're, like, in a groove, we're good. Now I just, like, have fun with shit. And dislocated my ring finger, swinging right-handed.
When the hell did you do that?
About 2 months ago.
Wow.
That was the other issue when you were like, yo, you want to play? And I was like,
Dude, I was so annoyed. I was like, the 1 week I can't play, we play against like the worst team possible.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And then last week we got our asses fucking kicked.
Did you?
Oh yeah, it was ugly. It was bad.
That is tough.
It happens.
It does happen. It was super sick, and I told Sam I would do it again just because it was like it was good to get that cardio back in. That was probably the only thing that I was like, damn, I needed that.
Yeah, we got to get a co-ed team started.
We will, because that shit is going to be fun for Sam.
We already got me, you, Allison, Sam. That's four right there. Tyler.
I got...
I'm sure Sam could find a couple more girls to play.
Yeah, I was like, Sam's got hookups everywhere.
Yeah.
What else has happened? NFL draft. I don't really care to talk about it too much just because I have not cared to watch OTAs or anything, so.
Yeah, I haven't really either. I kind of wait until, preseason kind of rolls around.
Arvin's not an NFLPA guy.
Is he not?
I respect it though.
I'll tip my hat to that.
He won't be in Madden.
Oh wow! Oh, interesting.
And his jersey won't be for sale, I believe.
Jersey won't be for sale.
Yeah, I got DHK my shit, which I was gonna do anyways.
Lord.
But
that's annoying. It's super inconvenient.
It is, but I respect his move because it's a business.
Yeah,
it's a business.
At the end of the day, it's personal. I get it.
His aspect of it is, why would I take a small lump sum of money when I can sell XYZ? And I'll be fucking frankly honest with you, Tommy. When I go to a game this year, and that's not the fucking number one jersey that's on anyone's back, I would literally be disappointed. We have
Kyler. It was your first round pick. Come on.
You have those two guys right there. If you don't have either one of those jerseys on, whack. Did you see what Kyler was wearing?
I'm sure there's going to be some places like nearby stores, like sports stores or something that you can get the jersey at. I'm sure they're going to have them there.
I hope so.
I'm sure they will.
Did you see what Kyler was wearing draft night?
Oh, yes.
That Bolden jersey?
Yeah.
I was wearing the same jersey.
Were you really?
I was wearing the same jersey. I saw him in it, and I said,
Twin.
And then I low-key, I don't even know why I said it, because I was like, 88 just does not look good in a Cardinals jersey.
Mm-hmm.
I had told myself that 18 would be pretty lit. So the fact that he landed on 18 was pretty sick. I think
18's a clean wide receiver number.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, damn, I like that. And because I was like the same way with Bolden. I liked the 81 combo just because it was oddly up there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it wasn't a number that didn't make sense. It wasn't 80, 84.
Nah, 18 is clean. I like that.
18 is fire.
I like those.
Ooh. Because 13's fire for Acuna. That's my crazy number for him. You know what? I didn't understand it now, jersey sale wise. It's his jersey sells a lot. But he wears number 24. That's been his number, Venezuelan national team and everything.
Yep.
But even when we had William Contreras, he wore 24. And I was kind of even if Ronald wore it for the Braves, I don't think it would hit as hard as the 13.
Yeah, I think Acuna wearing 24 would be kind of fucking special.
Seems weird, right?
No, it would seem weird at first, but I think that's a nice number for him.
I think it is too, but I feel like it's I gotta hang up my my Acuna jersey. I'm gonna go buy a frame this next week, but
oh boy,
just looking at the 13 on a Braves jersey, I just feel like it looks pretty sick. I don't think I have any more topics for this week.
I know not really much of an eventful sporting week.
We're in
Not
like
really
a
happening in May
weird,
right now.
Yeah, I was like, all the sports are going on, but like, it's like if you're not invested in something, it's not really important.
Right.
You can just switch to something else. Like that. Like that's kind of where I've been. That's how we kind of got into watching more hockey. Was just kind of like, yeah,
Playoff hockey is intense, man. That's something I learned.
It is. Watch these guys fucking hit each other's crazy as shit.
Just for no reason. I just
don't know anything about it.
Yeah, I just know that
puck goes in the net.
Puck goes in the net, and you're able to fight.
Siren goes off.
Siren goes off. Arena lights up.
You lose
shit
a tooth.
Gets loud.
You're a god. Yeah. Like it's just like
you just deal with it.
But I know that we're gonna adventure into more journeys this year. We're gonna try to be more active on the socials. I think that's just gonna be our key to just kind of keeping ourselves into it. But make sure you guys follow us on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Subscribe to YouTube. If we can get the YouTube numbers up, that'd be pretty lit. But
on the up and up, baby.
On the up and up. I think. Do you think that's all that we got for you guys this week? But catch us next time. We should hopefully be back here next week with no problem.